Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na Mag-Ginoo.
Magandang araw mga kasabong. Para sa akin, it's a great day for Chicken Talk. I'm going to interview one of my idols talaga. Totoong idolo ko pagdating sa larangan ng sabong. Hindi lang sa galing niya magpasabong, kundi sa haba ng buhay niya. Sana ganoon din ako. Anyway, andito po tayo. As you can see, the background is Iloilo Coliseum. Yan po yung ruweda. And this is still the biggest cockpit in Panay. Ito po ang sentro, venue ng mga pinakamagagandang pasabong, pinaka-prestigious na pasabong. Andito po ang opisina ng Panay Game Fowl Breeders Association. Andito rin ang opisina ng United Game Fowl Breeders Association of Panay. Lahat ng malalaking derby, of course, ang one of the top 3 prestigious derbies in the Philippines, ang Candelaria Derby. Walang iba kundi ang aking idol, Sir Chito Tinsay. Sir Chito, magandang araw sa iyo.
Sabongero, sabongero, sabongero. Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na Mag-Ginoo.
Morning to everybody. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat.
Ayun. Sir Chito, honestly ako, I've been telling you, idol kita. Hindi lang sa... Kaya minsan, pagkasama kita, nahihiya ako magreklamo na masakit ang tuhod ko eh. Kasi I'm 58 and you're 80, what, 88?
88.
88, or you're 30 years older than me. So I don't have a reason to complain. Anyway, I have the reason to pray that I reach your age and will still be as functional as you are right now. Anyway, Sir Chito, ikaw ba galing ka sa pamilya ng sabongero?
Well, my father used to be a sabongero. He used to run a cockpit also.
He used to run a cockpit. Do you own the cockpit?
Yes, before he used to own the cockpit himself. In the city of Iloilo.
Dito mismo sa Iloilo?
Sa Iloilo City.
Sir, the ropes of the trade, kung paano magpatakbo ng sabungan, did you learn it from your father?
Learned it through watching from my father and watching everybody, going to all the cockpits.
Nauna ka bang maging promoter or operator before you became a cockfighter?
No, nung nag-aaral pa ako, we used to go to the cockfight already there in Iloilo, in Manila.
Okay.
We used to go to Pasay.
Pasay,
The Pasay.
The old Pasay.
The old Pasay.
With Attorney Ching Morales pa?
No, before Ching Morales pa.
Before Ching Morales.
That was 1950.
So before, talagang dumadayo ka din ng laban ng manok?
Dumadayo na ako nung pumunta na ako dito sa Iloilo. That was about maybe 57. I started fighting chickens, 1950. I mean, really fighting.
Yeah.
55, 54, 55, 56.
Okay.
That's when I started going all over Mindanao.
All over Mindanao?
All over Mindanao.
Where in Mindanao? Ako, alam ko, Davao lang ang
Jolo, nakaabot ako. Basilan, Zamboanga, Iligan, Cebu. Cebu, I'm not part of Mindanao. Cagayan de Oro.
Sir Chito, wala pa mga rebelde nung pumupunta ka?
May konti pa noon. There were not rebeldes. There were what you call this, may konting gulo na doon.
Mga separatists?
Yes, may mga konting bandits na doon.
So, you were able to magsabong sa Basilan? May maganda ba, okay na ba sabong sa Basilan during that?
No, when I made the sabong, that was just ulutan.
Ulutan lang?
At that time, if I am not mistaken, the congressman or the governor there he was a friend of mine from Ateneo. Si Osamis. Osamis. Si Osamis.
Apelido niya, Osamis?
Yes, apelido Osamis.
Oh, okay.
If my memory serves me right.
So the province of Osamis ba, galing sa tao yung pangalan niyan?
Ayun, hindi ko alam.
And you said, nagsabong ka sa Hulo?
Yes.
May sabong sa Hulo?
Oo, may sabong nun.
Anong mga nagsasabong mga Pilipino, mga Kristiyano, Muslim, halo-halo?
The same. I mean, you know, the way I looked at it, they were all Filipinos.
Pero may mga Muslims nandun din.
Oo, sigurado.
Anong rule, sir?
Wala, it was just plain hack fights.
Plain hack fight lang?
Plain hack fight lang, hack fight lang.
Bakit ka dumadayo, sir, during that time?
Well, palagi dati sa Cotabato.
Ah.
I used to fight in Cotabato. I used to be it was Mayor Dato Udin since what yet, when I used to go there.
Dato since what?
Oh, Dato Udin.
Hindi, why go there? Para mag-hack fight ka lang?
Oh, para mag-hack fight. Wala akong, you know, I mean, I just loved hack fighting. I just wanted to see the Philippines at the same time.
Okay.
So, what better way is to see the Philippines and then enjoy yourself at the same time.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to promote. Local sabong tourism, di ba? You go around magsabong ka, pumasyal ka na rin. No?
Oo.
That's what yun ang ginagawa mo before.
Yan, sabong and pasyal at the same time.
Oo, chicks na rin.
No comment there.
Minsan bubulungan kita, tinatanong kung ano sikreto mo, sir. Ayaw mo pa rin sabihin. Anyway, Sir Chito, diyan ba during those times, nakakita ka ng iba't ibang klaseng pagsintensya ng manok?
Yes, there were I learned a few things there when I was there.
Nakakita ka ng iba't ibang klaseng pagsintensya?
Oo, marami. Maraming sentensya na masama.
Aha.
Marami rin sentensya na magaling.
Magaling. Okay.
So that is what, through the years of experience, that is what I implemented when I put up a...
Is it true that you were once a sentensyador?
Yes.
Nagsintensya ka?
Oo.
Professionally?
No. Only in... Once, there was a fight in the International Derby. And Chongbian wanted a Cebuano sentenciador. And Rivero wanted a Manila sentenciador. So, parang magkaguluhan and the fight could not go on. And,
so, isang Ilonggo na lang?
And the late Congressman Aldeguer and Amading requested me kung pwede ako magsentensya yung that particular fight. Only that particular
Ikaw yung
fight.
Naging consensual
sentensyador.
One time lang yung boss.
Because, you know, at that time, the cockfight was yung mga sentensyador, ang daming kalokohan nung dati.
Okay.
I had experienced a lot of bad sentensyadors.
But were you ready for that moment when you were requested na magsintensya?
Well, I was already making sentensya here, you know.
Dito, nagsisintensya?
Yeah, here. I mean, you know, if it's a big fight, you know, because, you know, locals, you know, in the locals, you know, there are usually locals. Alam mo naman mga locals, may mga sigan na mga local dyan. So, you know, sentensyador usually is, they are war, and they're, you know, so, I make it the point, I'm the one, so bahala na sila.
Okay, Sir Chito. We will continue with our discussion with Sir Chito Tinsay. Ngayon pa lang, may nalaman na tayong sikreto niya. Pagbabalik po natin, alamin pa natin yung ibang mga katotohanan, facts about Mr. Chito Tinsay. Pagbabalik po ng Chicken Talk.
As far as I can remember, the one that really started the derby was Joe Soto. Well, what I learned is what not to do with the chickens.
Sa pinag-usapan, pagkat ganyan kung mag-isip, ganyan kung makito.
Ang mga manok ko parang Boy Scouts, laging handa. Dahil alaga ko sila ng Enerton Ready Mix Maintenance Speeds. Simpleng gamitin, hindi na kailangan maghalo. Templado na, kaya walang tansyahan. Ang Enerton ay may Bioflex na kontra sa pola na pumipigil ng pagtaba at nagpapalakas ng muscles. Para ang manok ay matikas at maganda ang hipo. Basta Enerton Ready Mix Maintenance Speeds. May laban na wala, laging handa.
Enerton, the first ready mixed maintenance feeds.
Ang mahusay na mandirigma, kinondisyon ng tama. Thunderbird Platinum, may tamang sangkap sa pagkondisyon at taglay na Cellplex, pampalakas ng muscle, pampatibay ng buto at pampataas ng resistensya. Sa oras ng laban, singbagsik ng leon, singbilis ng agila. Thunderbird Platinum, pagdating sa paluan, di mauunahan.
Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na mag-inuko.
Okay, we're back with Sir Chito Tinsay. Sir, did you ever breed game birds
Yes, I used to breed before. Before martial law.
before martial law?
Before martial law.
Pero you were already managing a cockpit? O hindi?
That time, I cannot think when was martial law.
Martial law 72.
Oh yeah, I was already.
You're running the...
Yes, I was already running.
This cockpit?
No.
Okay.
No. I cannot remember. The first cockpit I ran was in La Paz.
La Paz, Iloilo.
La Paz, yes.
Yeah.
Then after that, Galliera de Haro. We made Galliera de Haro.
There's used to be a Galliera de Haro.
Yes, this cockpit is the daughter of Galliera de Haro.
Okay.
We operated for about 13 years.
Same location?
No.
Okay.
Nung maabutan kami ng martial law, we were forced
To move out of the city?
move out of the place because it was a residential district.
Okay.
But it was the most ideal place
Sana.
because we were right beside the railroad station.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Because of the martial law, then cockfighting law came out and there was a zoning, di ba?
it was a zoning, and I was forced to buy.
You forced to...
So the place where
transfer.
we are standing right now,
Ah.
I bought this at 21 pesos per square meter.
What's that? 1974, 75?
When was that? This 40 years, 39, 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
40 years ago.
So that's 17 plus 25. 1975.
Yes, 75 because 76 it was.
Yeah,
76 on
75.
first fight.
So, Sir Chito, do you own Iloilo Coliseum?
No.
Okay. You own the land?
No.
Who owns Iloilo
Corporation.
Coliseum? It's a corporation.
It's a corporation.
Is it true that Danding Kuangko was a part of those who made this happen?
No, I mean, he used to fight here.
He used to fight here?
He used to fight.
Okay. When you say corporation, how many of them? There's a lot.
We have about maybe 200 to 300 stockholders.
Okay. But you are the appointed manager or operator?
Well, it's a stock.
Okay.
So we elect board of directors.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then the board of directors elect the president and
Yeah.
the managers and everything.
Okay. So you dole out dividends every year?
Yes. Not the first how many years?
Not the first several
No,
years?
because the first
Wala
how many
muna.
years we were, yung may utang pa kami nun.
Nagbabawi muna.
Oh, babawi muna.
Oo. So, that was 1976.
76.
And you already envisioned ganito kalaking sabungan.
Yes.
Where was there already a need na magkaroon ng ganitong kalaking sabungan during that time?
Well, when we had the Candelaria, the last time we had in Galliera de Haro, I mean, we were bursting to the seams.
Already?
Yes.
When did you start at Candelaria, sir?
Well, we have this now. This is
40 years ka na rito?
39 to 40.
Ah.
Then we had the Galliera de Haro for about 12, 13 years.
53 years?
Yes, then I was in La Paz for 3, 4 years. So that's how long I was
56.
managing a cockpit.
56 years. And you are now 88. So that was 32 years ago when you started?
More than 32.
No, I mean, you are 32 years old.
Yes, probably because I was, about that age, 30. About that
So, saan nag-start yung Candelaria Derby, sir?
Let's see, we had, as far as I can remember, the one that really started the Derby was Cho Soto.
Cho
Soto.
Soto.
He started it here
Is he the senator?
No. He started it here, and the first time we had about 4 entries or 7 entries. The first The first derby ever.
The first ever Candelaria Derby.
No.
No.
First derby ever.
First derby ever in
Ever.
this cockpit.
No, not here.
In,
the whole of the Philippines.
Really?
Oh, but because he was the author of, he was the one who started the derby. There was no derby anywhere in the Philippines.
Si Chito Soto ang una nagpa-derby.
I mean, as far as I can
As
remember.
far as- sa buong Pilipinas.
Sa buong Pilipinas.
And that was in what cockpit, sir?
He had a cockpit there in Pavia.
Pabia.
Here, in Pavia.
Ano pangalan, sir, ng sabuan? Pabia cockpit,
I
something.
cannot remember.
So, Chito Soto ang nag-promote.
Yes.
And there were 7 entries.
There were 7
What
entries.
year was that?
I cannot remember. But it was way before I had this. Way before we had the cockpit.
Way before La Paz?
Yes, way before La Paz. Yes,
La
way
Paz.
No, during the time I had in La Paz, because we started already somewhere around there.
Nasa La Paz ka na?
Oh.
That was 56 years ago. So, malamang
Malamang hindi ko
mga 60 years ago ang unang derby.
Yes.
So, when you say 60 years ago, that was 1967?
I cannot remember that.
Something like that.
I cannot remember.
Something like that. Anyway, sir, how about Candelaria, the Candelaria Derby? Kailan siya nag-start and where? Dito na ba yan sa...
You know, even before the Candelaria derbies, there was already Candelaria here in the old cockpit. In the old cockpit.
in the Galera de Haro?
No, before the Galera de Haro yet.
Before pa?
Before. There was a cockpit there beside the railway station.
Here in Haro?
Here in Haro.
To celebrate the peace of the...
That was where I built the Galera de Haro also.
I see.
Way before that. Way before that.
But how do you count your Candelaria Derby now? Now you're having a promotion. You say it's the 50th, it's the... How do you count?
Well, I count it beginning when
You started, when you were already managing it.
Yes, that is how I count it.
So how many years was that now?
Well, that's 13 plus 39 probably. 13 plus 39.
52 years ago. So in the 52nd
From
na.
Galera de Haro
To here.
To here.
Okay. Sir Chito, when you were breeding, when you started breeding, ano mga binibreed mo noon, if you can still remember?
I got it from Rivero.
The Rivero Brothers,
From the Rivero
Ramoning.
Brothers, from Ramoning. It was I cannot remember the... I cannot remember.
Pero do you really like breeding, or incidental lang na kailangan mag-breed?
Well, I liked breeding before.
Yeah?
When I was much younger. I used to breed there in Araal. So that was a long time ago.
Okay.
We were one of the first breeders. Well, the first ones up there in Araal was sila the late Mayor Landoni.
Yes.
Sila baby...
So you're breeding in Bacolod?
No, I was breeding in Araal.
In Araal, in Bacolod?
Araal.
In Negros?
In Negros. In the mountains.
But you're from Iloilo? Do you go there?
Well, you know, mostly Iloilo, Negros people are from Iloilo.
Yeah, right. Pero during that time, was it not hard for you? From Iloilo, you travel to
No,
Bacolod?
because there's a ferry boat.
Ferry already during the
I
time.
used to ride the ferry. The ferry cost 20 pesos. With my jeep. With my jeep.
With your jeep?
With my jeep.
Okay.
20 pesos. We would land in Pulupandan.
How long is the trip?
2 hours.
2 hours already, that time?
Yes, and it has not improved.
Up to now, it's 2 hours.
It's still 2 hours. That was how many? 60 years ago.
Maybe that was the regulated speed.
I don't know. It was 2 hours and now it's still 2 hours.
Or longer pa. Okay. You were a breeder. Were you also conditioning your birds?
Well, you know, there was a time when me and my friends in Negros, we brought in Driscoll. They brought in, at first they brought in that other one, the first conditioner. I forgot his name. I remember Driscoll.
Driscoll from America.
Driscoll, yes. We brought him. We brought him to train us, to train us how to train chickens.
I think there's another guy, the one who died already.
There was another before that. They had two different... Ratcliffe, Mike Ratcliffe.
Mike Ratcliffe.
Yeah, the other one was Mike Ratcliffe.
Okay.
Ratcliffe.
So you learned conditioning from these guys?
Well, what I learned is what not to do with the chickens. I mean, this skill was all in
Puro
jets.
ganun.
There was a time na maglapit kami sa manok. Gumaganon na yung manok.
So, what you learn is what not to do.
Well, we learned what to do and what not to do.
Gumaganda yung kwentuhan namin dito eh. Sarap talaga kausap ng mga ganito eh. Magbabalik po kami after these reminders from our sponsors.
Yung dalawa, maski isa, pwede na yun. Panalo na eh. Pero parang just to be sure na buhay ang manok, talagang panalo siya. Dinadalawan to ka.
Hindi ka uurungan, lahing palaban, at walang kinatatakutan.
Namumutla, namamaya. Ito nga ang may tapeworms. Buti na lang may Thunderbird Strong Guard. Kills 99.9% tapeworms. Kaya siguradong patay ang mga pula. Safe, stress-free, at no fasting needed pa. Wala dito ang may bulate. Thunderbird Strong Guard kills 99.9% of tapeworms.
Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na mag-iinoko.
Nagbabalik po kami dito sa Chicken Talk. At kasama ko pa rin yung idol ko, Sir Chito Tinsay. Sir Chito, I had the opportunity to manage Roligon for several years. And sa totoo lang, sir, through Fred Kanumay, I learned a lot from you. Kung paano ka magpatakbo ng sabungan, how strict you are, and honestly, ikaw yung isa sa model ko na sinusunod ko. Candelaria for, let's say, 52 years na, 53 years na next year. Sir, what's the magic of the Candelaria? Bakit siya hanggang ngayon ganun siya ka-credible, ganun siya ka-prestigious? What made it stick, sir?
Well, I would think that, the reputation that we are fair. We do not.
Yeah.
We do not
You don't play
favor
around.
anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has a fair chance. Pantay-pantay lahat. Walang.
Okay.
And then, most of all, I do not enter.
You do not participate in your
No
derby.
way. No way.
Dahil?
Baka mag-champion, baka makachamba, sasabihin.
Mapitasan ka.
tutukaw.
Okay.
Mahirap na yan eh.
Okay, sir.
I mean, there are so many cockpits that they enter. They do not, hindi naman luto Macau. But you cannot stop people talking.
Right.
You know, so in order for them not to talk,
Iniwasan mo na lang.
Huwag ka na lang magsali.
Okay.
Para wala nang
During your time, because 1988, first time ko nagpunta ng Bacolod, and I see there's a lot of sign there. The referee's decision is final.
Yes.
Were you also implementing that in Iloilo?
No. I have the referee's decision is final unless a gross violation has been committed.
Okay.
Then the sentenciador, then the management has the right to immediately review and reverse the decision if necessary.
Okay.
It happened already.
What's your sign to say that there's a gross violation? Kailangan ba nagkagulo yung crowd? May nagalit mga tao?
Well, in the first place, pag madaming kaguluhan, madaming sigawan, that's a where there is smoke, there is fire.
Right.
So
That's one thing I adapted from you.
there is smoke, there's fire.
Even, meron kasi mga pagkakataon, sir, na hindi ba, yung isang may-ari ng manok, natalo, ayaw niya pumayag na talo siya.
Meron yan, nagre-reklamo eh. That was yung we like to see what we want to see.
Yes.
What actually is not happening.
Because you're expecting na manalo manok mo, ang tinitingnan mo lang yung palo ng manok mo at yung tuka ng manok mo.
You like to see, you think you see what you want to see, but it's not.
Okay.
That's why that's a referee.
And what I do before, kahit may nagko-complain, kasi usually sinasabi ko, Sir Chito sabi niya, dapat panalo ako, dapat tabla. Magkano ba pusta mo, sir? Sabi ko, pusta ko 55. Sir, may nakapusta sa manok mo 1M. Nagbayad na. Sabi niya, sino? Yung kalahati ng sabungan. Kalahati ng tao, sir. Ano. Ganon din ba ang basis mo, sir, na kapag walang reklamo, walang gulo, walang nagbabato ng ano sa ruweda, walang rason para
Wala. I mean, and then usually I'm there. I see. I look.
Yeah.
But now, that has been minimized already because of the
videos.
Of the videos.
Oo, napapanood na.
So, there is a review already.
Okay, Sir Chito. I know na maraming inadapt or na-adapt na ang mundo ng sabong na rules na ikaw nag-umpisa o nag-introduce or ikaw ang nag-develop. I heard you were talking to Baham Mitra, to Chairman Gab Chairman Baham Mitra a while ago. You were explaining to him bakit dalawang tuka. Bakit nga ba, sir? Dati ba isang tuka lang?
Dati isang tuka.
Okay.
Nagkaguluhan.
Candelaria to?
Candelaria.
Okay.
That was in the old cockpit. Not my cockpit. The old cockpit. Old cockpit.
So, matagal na. 70 years ago.
Maybe 70 years ago.
Okay.
60 years ago.
Okay.
So, when I saw that,
Okay.
I told myself, if I have a sabungan, I will adopt dalawang tuka.
Pag ikaw na may sabungan.
Dalawang tuka.
So, you started out when you operated
Yes.
Iloilo Coliseum?
No, in...
Galliera de Haro?
No, in
La
La
Paz.
Paz. La Paz.
So, doon pa lang in-implement. Ikaw ang una nag-implement yan.
Dalawang tuka.
You were mentioning something, why dalawang tuka, sir? Bakit dalawang tuka?
You know, usually, when you see, a winning cock is a tuka. Panalo na. So sometimes, it is not very clear.
Dati, isang tuka lang, panalo na. Panalo na yung...
panalo na.
Panalo siya.
So to make it clearer, dinala dalawa.
Ginawang dalawa.
Ginawang dalawa.
Okay.
Actually, yung dalawa, maski isa, pwede na yun. Panalo na eh. Pero parang just to be sure na buhay ang manok, na talagang panalo siya, dinadalawang tuka.
Dinadalawa.
Dinadalawang tuka.
Una, kailangan makadalawa siya.
Makadalawa.
Tapos kailangan makaganti yung kalaban kahit...
Kailangan dalawa para it is clearer na panalo siya.
Okay.
That it is very clear na panalo siya. That's why dalawa.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, isang tuka lang sana, panalo na yun.
Okay. There was something in the standard derby rules of the Philippine Game Fowl Commission na I read there na parang always ang rule ng sentensya is always give the chance to the losing cock to retaliate.
Of course.
Okay. So
help him if possible.
Help him if possible. Para at least walang
At least sigurado siya, talo siya. Alam niya talo siya.
Okay.
That is what I tell my sentenciador. Do everything to help the losing cock.
Right.
To peck back. Para alam niya na, talaga talo siya. Mahirap kukunin mo yung pera ng tao na hindi siya sigurado talo siya eh.
It's much important for you to convince the loser that he lost than the winner that he won.
Yes.
Maganda yan. That's a good food for thought. Anyway, Sir Chito, connecting or non-connecting?
Non-connecting.
Non-connecting. Why so?
That is always, even when we had that Game Fowl Commission before, we had a meeting of all the
operators.
All the operators in the whole of the Philippines.
Okay.
That was always the discussion. Connecting
or non-connecting. And you voted for?
I was non-connecting.
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 And why?
Well, you know, to win, he has to peck.
Okay.
No, if we see him peck and he cannot connect, because mas malayo yung layo ng sentensyador. So, why will you not count? Parang talagang kitang-kita mo, tumutuka eh.
Okay.
So, why do you not count it?
Does that also eliminate yung capacity of the sentenciador to cheat?
Yes, because, you know, in fact, I have already implemented here now na I don't like the sentenciadors to make martilyo.
Ginaganon.
Yeah, ginaganon. Pag
Yep.
ginaganon mo,
Ah,
yung liig niya, gumaganon rin eh. So what I want them is just to lift it up so mas makita mo kung gumaganon yung manok.
and with kapag binawal mo
It's
yung
clearer.
kapag
It's clearer.
binawal mo yung martilyo, mas makikita kung talagang tumutuka yung manok.
Oo, because you can see the movement of the neck of the chickens.
And the beak also.
Yes, because if martilyo, you do not, because it might sabay siya sa momentum ng...
Pwedeng magawa ng sentensyador.
Oo,
Pag
pwede yung
dampot, gaganon lang
pagtulak
yan.
mo niyan. Ay, yung liig, ganyan rin. Eh,
Okay.
Parang tuka rin.
Okay. We will continue this. Sana po, itong pinag-uusapan namin ngayon will clear all doubts, will clear all arguments tungkol sa mga sentensya. Take it from Sir Chito Tinsay. Magbabalik po kami after these reminders.
Basta kailangan yung dalawang, the beak are level with each other.
Yes.
Not just the head. It's the beak that should be level. Well, just be fair to everybody.
Okay.
Pag nagalit yung isang tao, pag mo pansingin.
Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na mag-iinoko.
Produktong pinagkatiwalaan sa buong mundo, mayaman sa iron at iba't ibang bitamina. Tiyakin na may Thunderbird logo upang masiguradong epektibo. Red Cell, kaliga na ng Thunderbird Power Bet by Thunderbird, the winning formula.
Ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na mag-iinoko. Kapag siya ang umibig, pag siya ang nagmahal, itataya ang lahat, maging ang kanyang buhay. Pagkat ganyan kung umibig, ganyan kung magmahal, ganyan ang sabongero, tunay na mag-iinoo.
Okay, we're back here sa Iloilo Coliseum with Sir Chito Tinsay. Sir, before we continue yung mga pagsentensya, I just want you to know that another thing why I really admire you is your being a good father. Kasi ilang beses kita nakita, at your age, 80 plus, naiipon mo pa rin yung mga anak mo and nagdi-dinner kayo together. Parang grabe, sir. So, how do you manage that?
Every 2 years, I make it a point, we are together Christmas. Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Because every other year, doon sa mga in-laws nila.
Mm.
Yung mga in-laws doon sila. You know, they are married, so they have to also spend
How many
Christmas.
children you have?
7.
7. You have, how many grandchildren do you have?
3, 6,
Hindi mo na mabilang, sir.
10 or 11, I think.
10 or 11.
11.
Gawin na natin 12, sir. Baka magalit yung gano'n.
10. Because I have 3
3 children with children.
unmarried.
Ah, okay.
Ano 10? 10 lang pala.
Okay. Anyway, sir, balik tayo sa sentensya. Ako, when I was running the cockpit, I was trying to tell the sentenciador, when you're doing the kareo, dapat you're looking at it from the side. So, at gustong-gusto ko yung sentensyador na lumuluhod. Kaysa yung sentensyador na nagsisentensya na nakatingin sa taas, di ba? Ikaw, sir, anong preference mo?
Well, I just tell them, when you make sentensya, it's not for you.
Yes.
It was for the public.
Yes.
It is for the public.
It's not for you to clearly see it, but for the public to clearly
see also.
To see also.
Not only that you will see,
Yes.
but make the public see it.
Yes. I just believe na pag ano kasi, sir, if you're looking at it from the top, di ba? May iba nagsisintensya na kaganon, sir. How will you see na bumuka yung tuka? Di ba? Eh, dito ka nakatingin sa taas. So, kahit bumuka yung tuka, hindi mo nakikita na bumuka kasi dito ka nakatingin eh. So, you have to look from this point, di ba? Ganon.
Usually eye level.
Level. Eye level.
Eye level.
Yeah, tama.
When you make sentensya, eye level.
Did Berong learn that from you? Kasi si Berong, yan ang tinuturo niya.
No. I just correct people by sentensyador every time. they make a mistake, I tell them, but matigas sa ulo.
Talagang yung iba kasi, yung iba kasi, sir.
Wala, inborn na yung ano nila,
Yes, sir.
habit.
Yung iba,
habit.
they learn it from the backyard.
Habit.
Or namana nila, or mga tupa-tupado sa area nila, doon nila natutunan.
Habit.
That is why, before I started this cockfights officiating standardization seminars with Berong, nag-iikot kami. And good thing, nung maupo si Chairman Mahamitra, tinuloy niya. Pinaganda pa niya, sinamahan niya ng mananari and manggagamot. But we just want to point out, sir, na talagang it should be eye level. So you will see kung bubuka talaga yung tuka ng manok. No? And dapat ang manok palagi pantay, di ba, sir?
Pantay.
Hindi pwedeng ganon.
And pantay yung dalawang beak.
Yung dalawang tuka.
Yung beak, hindi ganyan, yung isa ganyan. It has to be.
Yung iba ganon.
Ganyan mo. Basta kailangan yung dalawang, the beak are level with each other.
Yes.
Not just the head. It's the beak that should be level.
Yung tuka nila dapat pantay.
That's why sometimes you have to make it like that to make it level.
Kasi minsan, pag ginanon, parang pinapatuka mo yung manok. Siyempre, tutuka siya.
Tutuka. Yung isa, hintayin mo mamatay.
Yung isa, paano tutuka? Nandito sa baba, wala nakikita.
That's why I always shout, pantay, pantay.
Okay.
Tupong, I always shout.
Sir Chito, you're now 88. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're 68 lang? Or ano?
I feel young, but there are times when I feel I'm old already.
But you are young at heart. I know that. I can feel that. Kasi masayahin ka eh. How do you condition yourself, sir? How do you maintain na ganyan ka? Hindi ka you're aging.
I don't know. It's I think it's a genes. It's not
a genes nyo.
But a genes. It's a genes.
You mentioned that your sister is 93?
Yes.
And your brother is 91?
92.
92.
I'm a baby. I'm only 88.
Yeah. You're a baby among your offsprings.
Yes.
And sir, how do you enjoy? How do you entertain yourself? Music.
Well, I have a tool room. I do things a lot with my hands. I do tinker around with fixing things and you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Before we started, you were playing with a video game in your cell phone.
Well, I play that to make my mind work.
You need to make your mind always working.
Yes, I mean.
That what keeps you young.
I don't know.
Hindi
na dati na yan.
Just like Juan Ponce Enrile, di ba? Ilang taon na pero still sharp because the mind is keeps working. So, do you have other plans for the Iloilo Coliseum? You were mentioning marami kang pinapagawa.
Well, no, just fixing things. What I'm trying to do is pag nagsasabong sila dito is make them comfortable.
Okay.
The participants, give them a good cock house. For the players, to give them a comfortable seat. Good view, no interference.
Yeah. Which is always the case here in.
That is what I want, you know.
Okay. I think I saw you told me I saw it. Pagba is building a new office.
Extending
their office.
Extending. Making a conference
room.
A conference room already.
So ito na lang yung bahay nila. Are they paying you?
1 peso a year.
Ugbap, meron din sila dito. 1 peso a year din.
Yes.
Ganun. Baka mag-increase na, sir, kasi ano na.
Alam mo, ang contract hindi pwede valid pag walang ano eh.
Pag walang bayad.
Walang bayad eh.
I see. There should be a monetary composition. Eh ngayon, nagdagdag lang floor, dapat 2 pesos a year na, boss. Anyway, Sir Chito, yung 88, sino lang contemporary mo na still alive or still active? Wala na?
I don't know. I cannot remember. I do not see them anymore.
I know.
I used to see Eddie Araneta. I don't know if he's still around.
Still fighting in the slasher. I asked to interview him. Sabi niya, wag na ako lang doon. I'm too old, sabi niya. Pero you want, I will write in your magazine. Sabi niya gano'n. Most of the time you're fighting with alongside or with Sir Nene Abella, but he's younger than you.
He is about 9 years younger.
About 9 years. Okay. So, do you think you'll be around in the next 20 years?
No, I don't think so. I am not that optimistic.
Is there anything that you think you should have done but haven't done yet?
There are things yet that I think I should have done.
And do you plan on doing it?
I'm planning on doing it.
Pwedeng mag-mention ng isa lang?
Wala na, wag na yan.
Gano'n, sir, okay. We only have 1 minute, sir. Any advice on those that have cockpits or are operating cockpits or are pit managers? Ano, sir, ma-advise mo sa kanila?
Well, just be fair to everybody.
Okay.
Pag nagalit yung isang tao, pag mo pansingin.
Okay.
Try to walk away.
Try to walk away.
Try to walk away.
Okay.
Because you can never
Please.
have a nice conversation kung mainit ulo yung tao.
Okay.
That is what I have learned. Before, I used to confront them.
Yeah.
But now, what I do is I just walk away.
Then after that, you let them
Let
cool
them
down.
cool off. Let them cool off.
Let them cool off. That's when you will talk to them.
Then, pag malamig na ulo nila, that's when you talk.
Okay. Ano pa, sir, ang pwede mong advice?
Just be fair to everybody.
That's the key.
Yep.
Be fair to everybody.
Be fair.
Okay. Okay. Very fruitful conversation, chicken talk with one of the cocking greats of the Philippines. Siguro kung di man one is the greatest promoter na.
Thank you for the compliment.
The greatest cockpit operator of the Philippines. Wala na iba, para ikaw ang Wartham of the Philippines. Henry Wartham of the Philippines.
Tagal na tayo dito, hanggang dito pa tayo.
Yun yan, sir. Sir, thank you very much. I hope you'll be here in the next 20 years. Marami pa kaming matutunan sa iyo, sir. Sana Candelaria will reach the 100th edition. And good luck to what you're doing now here in Iloilo Coliseum.
Thank you.
Okay. Mabuhay po. Ako po si Calando Lusong. Nagpapaalam sa inyo dito sa Chicken Talk. Usapang sabong sa telebisyon. Magsabong ng kaya lang. Unahin palagi ang pamilya. At tulad na sinabi ni Sir Chito, kung kayo nagpapatakbo ng sabungan, be fair. Tandaan po niyan. Maging parehas kayo. Maraming salamat po.
Sabungero, sabungero, ganyan ang sabungero. Pag nagmahalay todo-todo.
Ang mahusay na mandirigma, kinondisyon ng tama. Thunderbird Platinum, may tamang sangkap sa pagkondisyon at taglay na Cellplex. Pampalakas ng muscle, pampatibay ng buto at pampataas ng resistensya sa oras ng laban. Singbagsik ng leon, singbilis ng agila. Thunderbird Platinum, pagdating sa paluan, di mauunahan.
Bexan XP.
Sa Bexan XP, garantisado, pumuputok ang palo ng manok mo.
Makikita mong pulang-pulang mukha at iba talaga ang palo.
Para sa mga tubong palaban, iisa lang ang pinagkakatiwalaan.
Pag ginamit ko sa manok ko, biglang bumabara ko at lalong lumalakas ang palo.
Extreme Performance. Bexan XP. Gamit ng tunay na kampiyon.